All right, so let me make sure that's coming through. Hello. All right, so there we go. That's coming through. All right, now let's try it. I've had such a bad weekend. I'll also update a couple of things what's happened. So during the weekend on the Saturday, I end up having people trying to abuse my family, which was not right because to start off with, for those that do fantasy or those that do football, yeah, you can banter with people, you can say things about people, but once you bring family into it, then I don't like that. So I had one person going off talking about my family, saying inappropriate things about my family, which have nothing to do with fantasy. So just a little heads up. And that sort of threw my weekend out of the whack because I also ended up working all day Friday. I was out at work, missed the lockouts on Friday. You would see what's happened. And then also on Saturday, Sunday. So um, I was also umpiring footy as well too, in between all this abuse going on, which was not good. Um, like it's just frustrating because that when you try and help people nonstop, and then it doesn't get replicated at times, and then they bring in family into it, it's not right. So, like, family is not part of fantasy. Like that needs to separate. That needs to separate. And also, if you are struggling with things, make sure you reach out to people as well too, because it's just frustrating how things like this happen. And when you try and sort things out, it doesn't get sorted out. But when you sort things out, you have to be sorting out things straight away. But then, yeah, to me, I just feel that, yeah, family is a no go. Crossing the boundaries, that's for sure. Especially when people say things about people's families, it's not good. Um, so I literally was not feeling like doing the podcast. I literally was not feeling like doing anything to do with fantasy. I felt like deleting my team, and I just got to a stage where I'm not gonna. I felt like I was not gonna trade at all, and I just felt like, well, this is rubbish. And um, if the community's gonna be like this, then uh, yeah. Um, but I suppose in a way, like there's always gonna be those two or three people that have no idea, or they're just trying to attack your family for no reason. So yeah, if you have issues with people, talk to them or tell them, but don't bring in family members. That's all. So um, I just was yeah, it hurt a bit. So yeah, but I hope everyone else managed to have a much better weekend. It's just yeah, I didn't feel like doing this podcast. Um, yeah, thanks, Mitch. Yeah, it's definitely yeah, it's just I think people get sad. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for that. Yeah, it's just frustrating. Like I don't like whinging myself, but I just, especially when it comes to family, like you shouldn't bring your family. No one should be bringing their family into anything like this. So, um, yeah, it was inappropriate. That's for sure. Um, uh, yeah. Um, but yeah, as I say, they're probably just trying to get into my head, and they have. It worked, um, and it just made me not do fantasy for the weekend. I don't know, it stuffed my team up really. Like I just didn't want to touch it. But anyway, um, that's a little snippet for everyone that is going through anything. Just yeah, just make sure we don't cross the boundaries with anything. All right, now let's go back onto fantasy. Hopefully we are well. Hopefully we had a good weekend. I'm sure you guys all had a fantastic weekend. It was pretty low scoring in a way, so it was pretty hard scoring most people. I did notice. I was out working, so I missed half the game. So I'm actually not sure what happened in most of the games. I was pretty happy with myself with avoiding McCluggage though, because I did mention last week as a Brisbane fan that he would probably score low because he did have that 51 average. Like, well, he scored 51 when he got tagged last year, and as you see, we got smashed against Geelong, and they replicated the first final because the game looked completely the same as last year when they won. And I had a feeling that they would want to win, and they did. They completely destroyed Lions, so that was a great Thursday. it was yeah, definitely a rubbish weekend as a Lions supporter. But we had 9 players out, and yeah, wasn't much. It was pretty hard, especially with Geelong. Obviously, after losing the grand final, I'm sure they would have wanted to take revenge out on us anyway. So I kind of had a feeling that if they're going to play hard, it would be for this game as well too. So, um, oh yes, Eagles game was a disaster for a lot of people. Definitely, yeah, especially with Murdoch. That was crazy as well too. So I remember that's right. Yeah. I can't believe Murdoch right at the end got that 63. So I had him on the field, and I was thinking, gee, I if I touched my team, I probably would have maybe put him on the bench. So luckily I didn't touch my team for that. But yeah, so these were my trades from during the week actually. So I ended up doing Caulfield in and Sinclair in. I had Sinclair out, but I got him back in again. I don't know why I traded him out in the first place, but silly me, I did. But now I got him back in again. So it kind of feels like a waste of a trade when you do that. But yeah, so see what happened. I was stuck at work on Friday. I forgot to even put Grundy as vice captain, so that was silly by me as well too. And then so I thought, well, Gold Coast don't tag, so I'll give Shizu a shot. I mean Adelaide don't really tag, so I'll give Shizu a shot. But then Adelaide was tagging with Peatling, and then I think uh, then I left it on the Friday, on the Saturday. I mean on the Saturday, and then I just kept it as Roberts as captain. So I thought about changing my captain, but yeah, I was thinking of maybe Sinclair, but as I say, I didn't really touch it yesterday or today. But it was pretty bad scoring anyway when I looked at the points. So let's have a look at how we went. So it was pretty bad in the end. Only 2030. I think most people roughly would have probably been about similar as well, I suppose. Um, I think people had Whitfield though. So what did Whitfield score? He only scored like about was it like 50 odd today? Was it? That wasn't very good because I think he got hole in the bowl in the last minute. That's what I got told as well too. So um, that wasn't good by him. McCarthy, oh sheepers, 59. I was expecting a bit more than from McCarthy there, especially after last week's game. He got 98, so that's not good. Who do we have here? Oh, gee, that's rubbish. Seri, 69. LDU, 68. Jeepers. Look at that midfield. Shocking. Apart from Butters, that's a rubbish midfield. Oh, Merritt, 96. That's all right. My forward line, wow, look at that. There's 3 tons here, but Toby Green, wow, what did he do today? Nothing. 42, that's rubbish. Oh, I think my forward line needs to disappear, especially Toby Green needs to get traded out. Goddard needs to get traded out. He's rubbish. Who else is rubbish? Uh, Watkins almost can go as well too. Murdoch, what did he score? 63. Yep, that's rubbish. Or that's I suppose it saved him because I thought he wasn't going to do that well, but 63 in the end because of that last bit, I think, which is good. All right. Yeah, I will. I had Whitfield C was a sad Sunday. Yeah. I was umpiring football today, so I ended up umpiring, and we had a bit of a fight going on with our game as well too. So that was fun to try and break up. I just said, all right, the next one that starts a fight, you're gonna get sent off. So that sort of stopped the fight as well too. So it was was a pretty frustrating weekend overall. Like even in real life football as well too. It was like I don't know. It just seemed like I don't know the moon was in the wrong spot, and it just seemed like just everything just went wrong, and it did. So and even the tipping was rubbish as well too. All the top teams lost to the bottom teams where they played. So like for example, Eagles beat GWS and Geelong beat Brisbane, and you had like Carlton beat Bulldogs. Like it I don't think anyone would have got 9 tips this week. If you got 9 tips this week, then you're going to win Lotto. All right, I'll have a look at your team in a second as well too. Can you check my team? Dua Lipa. Oh yeah, good team name as well too. A good name from Dua Lipa. So yeah, I think I need to fix up my team real bad next week. Maybe I need to focus on that as well. And as I say, at the start of the thing, don't yes, and the D's beat Hawks as well too. And as I said at the start, if you get people that try and say rubbish, try not to listen to it. And yeah, I've listened to it this weekend, especially when people bringing the family into the rubbish. That was rubbish. But yeah, don't try not to get down like I did. All right, now let's try and look for rankings. All right, here we go. As I said, I moved down. I was top 300. Now I'm top 700. So shocking, but still top 1,000. I'm trying to hang on to the top 1,000 this year. That's my main goal this year. So I haven't been out of the top 1,000 for pretty much all year. Now let's go to Dua Lipa. I pretty much got all. I think I've got all rookies off my field, which is good. All right. So, can you check my team as well on your foes? Yes. Sweet. I think I've got Dua Lipa. Actually, let me go to the foes. I might have you guys already on there. So we got, what is it? Dua Lipa and Jaden. All right. So where's Dua Lipa at? Oh, I need to add Dua Lipa in. Oh, here we go. No, I do have Dua Lipa. Oh, good. Here we go. Yes, I got you here. Cade. Here we go. Perfect. Awesome. All right, here we go. Oh, hang on. I need to share the screen. 1 second. Share this tab. This should work. All right, there we go. This is Dua Lipa. All right, so this is Footy Frenzies. Hopefully you guys are well. Also, by the way, I should while I'm loading the team up, I should preview a couple of games coming up. What I'll do, I'll preview a couple of games, and then we'll go through our teams as well each time. So for Thursday, Hawthorn versus Adelaide, I worked down players to look out for round 11. Amon averages 77.92 out of 15 tonnes, and Dawson averages 81.43 out of 9 tonnes. And on the two Friday games, we have got Richmond versus Essendon. Merritt averages 111.9, 13 out of 17 tonnes, and 13 of his last 14 with only a 93 in between. So I feel if you have Merritt, he'll probably be a good vice captain option. Roberts averages 114, 2 out of 2 tonnes versus Richmond. And then Fremantle versus St Kilda. Sarong averages 77, 2 out of 8 tonnes. And Sinclair averages 74.5, 2 out of 12 tonnes. So that's our Thursday and Friday games. I'll get to the Saturdays after we get through. Hey, Jagger. I've just been inundated with people, or not people, just a couple of people were banging on abusing my family. So that was not good. And then I end up working, and then I end up going. And as umpiring footy, we had a few brawls as well too. So, and then Brisbane lost, so I think everything went wrong. But hopefully, you had a much better, safer weekend with your name, Jagger Bombs. You must have had been happy with Jagger Smith this weekend. All right, let's have a look at Dua Lipa's team. All right, here we go. All right, so now let's see. 3,000, you moved up, have you? 2,100, that's a great score. Round 10 rank of the top 14,000. So that's a pretty good. I think most people must have got about 2,000 then, it seems, or 2,100. That must have been. You got in Sinclair as well, very good. You got Ranganine out, Johnston in, Bergman in, out, Sinclair in. I like that. You got Roberts, Whitfield, Sinclair. Yeah, Whitfield not good, 59. And he's got Brisbane this week, so it's going to be interesting because I know Brisbane like to seem to keep defenders to low scores. So I wonder if he's going to go back to back low score. What does it say his break even is 129 this week, so he's probably going to lose more cash. So maybe the week after Brisbane game, you might be able to get him for less than $1 million. All right, but I will keep him for now because obviously he's not really much of a trader target at the moment because you've got he's a real handy buy. So if you got him, just keep him, and if you don't have him, you can aim to get him. Lindsay, that's a great score. I was annoyed I traded him early, so that's actually pretty good. Lindsay, 43 break even, so that's actually pretty decent as well too. Tomorrow is a new day, brother. Leave it in the past. Yes, definitely agree. Yeah, it's always the way. Like sometimes you can dwell on things and it's frustrating, but it's definitely got to move on. Yeah. Here we go. Oh yeah, McCluggage. Yes, I was a bit worried with McCluggage. Did you? You must have got him a few weeks ago. Yeah, because when he played Geelong last year, he got 51, and so 52. I was pretty bang on with that points. I wonder if there's a way that you could predict scores. The prizes, I will probably get a prize for that one. All right, so Murdoch, that's pretty good in the end. 63. Just hurts here. Smith you didn't. Did you have anyone? Yeah, no, you don't actually have anyone to loot, so that's annoying. But Smith 91, that's a decent score from Smith. It's funny. I traded him out, and he's doing quite well. He's got a few 80s and 90s, so that's a good hold there. He's still making his cash. What's his break even at? 60, so you can keep him there. Rochelle had a decent score, 82, even though he's got a tough game. But he's got a tough fixture coming up. He's got to break him at 89 now. So he's got coming up, he's got Hawthorn and Geelong, followed by Dogs and Melbourne. So I think before that, Hawthorn and Geelong, I think they're two pretty tough games as well too. So um, Cook, Lombard, Vashesco, they made cash as well too. So that's actually pretty good. Now let's see what players that you can have a look at. Even Sarong did well, 79, 69 break even. That's pretty good. Probably Farrow. Well, what did he score? 80. That's actually, he saved himself. Wow. I thought that he wasn't going to score as well, but he did. So he's got Richmond this week, so he should score well the next time. Then he's got Eagles and Carlton, Melbourne. That's a pretty good draw. Let's see what some of your week. Probably McCluggage. He's got a tough fixture. He's got an easy, tough. He goes GWS, then he goes Freo, Gold Coast, Richmond, but then he goes Sydney, Geelong. So see the Freo, Gold Coast, they're probably easy, but then and Richmond, they're all right. But then you got Sydney, Geelong. So you could probably trade him off by his buy when it's round 15. But at the moment, your team's pretty good. I'd say Pickett. He's a handbrake of under the two. He's probably going to lose cash coming up. He's not doing that well, is he? So he's got Bulldogs, GWS, Collingwood, Essendon coming up. And he seems to be getting tagged a little bit as well too. I've noticed the last few games. So maybe you could have a look at that. But he's more of a keeper. But when you look about the forwards, there's not really many ones in the forwards you can trade to. So I would say just have a look at your buy structure for now. You can have a look at a few players that are topping out in cash. So maybe you could even have a look at a Murdoch. He's got a break in a 61, and he could probably have a look at going as well too. So maybe like a Murdoch, because really I think he was only going to be a 40 score up until the last few minutes. So maybe Murdoch can disappear. And then McAndrew is probably topped out now as well too. So he's break even 77, so he can also go. I'd say McAndrew because it's around 12 buy, and then maybe like a Murdoch. Apart from that, all your other ones are making money. And as I say, you don't want to trade Whitfield out. Was thinking Murdoch up to Dacos or Bont, and come into Ison. Yeah, that's a good idea as well too, because that way you can put that there. I've got 454k in the bank. Oh yes, you do. Yes, sorry, I should have realised. Should have looked at the bank. You got plenty in the bank, so you don't really need to. Yeah, Murdoch should get forward status. Yeah, but having a look at your forward line, I don't see where you can fit Murdoch on the field really here, because all of these players here will probably outscore Murdoch anyway as a forward. So at the moment, I'd say McAndrew and Murdoch can go. Those two for you. If you want to hold Murdoch, you can. Who does he have this week? He's got Collingwood this week. Then he's got Essendon. He's got a decent draw, but his break even's topped out now, so he's on 61 break even. So, having said that, though, I did say that about Jacob Smith, and then look, he's got a 91. So it's there's a few decent rookies that come through as well. I think the other day as well too. I noticed. Let's see. How did the rookies go? Is there any cheapies? Let's have a look. Cheap players that went well. What's the? Oh, I need to look at the break even. How to look at the break even? Here we go. Break even. Let's see. Ison. Yes, you talked about Ison. Yeah, 67. That's pretty good. Break even -4. That's a good get. And then he's got the round 14 buy as well, so that actually helps. So he's got a good buy fixture as well too, buy structure. And then you've got this Oliver. How did he go? 54, break even of 5 from G the rest. That's not bad. Banfield, what did he do? 60. That's pretty good. He's a mid forward. Look at all these rookies. So that's actually pretty good. You could probably downgrade as well, but for you got enough cash. You probably yeah. All right. All right. So, what size hat are we all in, bro? Yeah. Yeah, I've been pretty much top 1,000 all year. I reckon through the buy structures, my buys all right. I find I do quite well over the buys anyway, so I feel that I could probably get back into the top 100 over there. I think it's cost if I put my mind to it. Roby and Chubby Murray low break evens up front, and Banfield exactly. Yeah. So Roby, Chubby Murray, they also did quite well, and Banfield. All right, let's have a Rochelle. Oh yeah, and Rochelle too. Oh yeah, you could probably. Is that a way? Let me have a look. If your team, you might be able to put in. Yeah, for me, I would do Murdoch and McAndrew first. Then you could do Rochelle. I just noticed Rochelle's break even's got 89. Um, uh, you are 900 points behind the leader. It's over, I think. No, you can still make up some ground, and especially during the buys, you can still keep going as well too. Um, like for example, I had one guy who's about 900 points behind me, but then I had a bad week. They had a good week, and now they're only like 700 points behind me. So you can jump, which is good. Let's have a look. Where are we? Who was the other one? Jaden. Yeah, Jaden. I need to check out Jaden's team as well too. All right. So while we're loading up Jaden's team, let's have a look at Jaden's team at foes. Jaden. Jaden rule 12. All right, here we go. Jaden, this is the one. Let's share this tab. All right. Now, as we're loading, all right, so this is Jaden. All right, so looking at Saturday, we got Saturday North Melbourne versus Gold Coast. Jerry averages 63.71 out of 6 tons. Sheasel averages 89.2, 2 out of 5 tons. Geelong Sydney, Smith averages 84. This is for this week coming up as well too. Smith averages 84.2, 3 out of 5 tons. Grundy averages 94.8, 6 out of 12 tons. Collingwood versus West Coast. Josh Dacos averages 78.4, 2 out of 7 tons. Now, this is an interesting one. Nick Dacos averages 127, 4 out of 4 tons versus West Coast. He's got a great record, but then you noticed the last few weeks, West Coast seem to be tagging now. So it's going to be interesting. Like you would think the number one target to tag would be Nick Dacos. And then Port Adelaide versus Carlton, Butters averages 83.8, 1 out of 9 tons. I'll get to the Sunday games after we have a look at Jaden's team. All right. Jaden, 21.42. Very nice score. That's a huge score. 7,000 rank this week, 11,000 all up. So you've moved almost up into the top 10,000. You got out Ranganee Miller, Bontempelli, McKercher out, Newman in. Oh wow. So what did he score, McKercher? 71. So yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying when you trade up players that scored a similar to what you trade in. It kind of hurts a little bit, but still 77 is not too bad. Break even 92, so that's not too bad actually. And who did you get out? Bontempelli. Yes, Bontempelli under $1 million is still pretty cheap. He's got break even 90, 92 this week. So he's gone up money, which is good. $8,000. He's gone up. He's got Melbourne, Collingwood, Hawks, Adelaide, Saints, Sydney, Eagles. So up until his bye, then he's just got James Jordan in round 17. Hasn't got really any tags, and he doesn't play Geelong for the rest of the year. So that's actually pretty good. So he doesn't really have many tags incoming, which is good. So that's a good trade. Look at that midfield. Smith and Grundy. Wow, that's huge. So Smith and Grundy, not many people would have had both of them. So that's a huge score from those two. Now you've been pretty happy with that. You've got Sheasel, Flanders, Rankin. Rankin did well. I was actually worried about Rankin because obviously North Melbourne are usually pretty hard, but they actually smashed them. Hawthorn, Geelong, that's going to be hard with the Mullen tag coming. I'd say Rankin might be the one that gets tagged over Rochelle. You got Horn Francis. He's been a little underwhelming as a forward, but all the forwards have been pretty shocking this year. He's got Carlton, West Coast, Sydney. He's got the round 12 bye. Now let's have a look, by the way, at your round 12 buys. I should have done that with the other one. So you've got Marshall, one. You've got, because the round 12 buys are not this week, but the week after. So you've only got 5 trades left to fix these up. So you've got 1 here, 2 Blamires. Then you've got 3 Lombard, 4 Doverston, 5 Horn Francis, 6 Rankin, 7 Cook, 8 Sheasel, and then so you got 8 still. So I would say you'll probably need to get rid of you might need to get rid of a what's it called? Oh, a round 12 buy. That's what I was going to say. Yes, so you need to get rid of a round 12 buy player. So I'd say for you, Marshall will probably go. How much money you got? You're 5K in the bank. So Marshall, you can go down to a rookie. That's not on the round 12 buy. And then you can upgrade. Oh, you could probably upgrade another round 12 rookie. How much? I wonder how much cash that would do. Marshall, you could do Marshall. Actually, yeah, you could do Marshall down and Blamires up. That could work. And then you can get a primo defender here. That would work. Actually, yeah, good idea. So get a primo defender here. Your forwards are fine. Yes, you just probably have to hold on to Jason Hall-Francis this week, but Marshall down and then Blamires can go up. His break even 66, so it looks like he's topped out now too. So, and they're both round 12 buys. So I'd say those two would work. That way you would only have 6 left on the buy. And then next week you could probably get one more out, then it'll be 5 down. So you actually will work a lot better. So just that will everyone else seem to be have scored well in your team. So that's actually pretty good. So no just keep an eye on Coleman. How's he going? Breaking 83. I'd say hold him one more week. He's got due to rest this week. Surely due to rest will give up a bit more points for the defenders. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, say Marshall and Blum-Myers for you, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. That's what I would do if I was in your situation. I think last week on the podcast was all about Marshall getting traded out as well too. So um, I'm not sure. Who did you end up? You got McKercher. Yes, so McKercher out. So yes. Oh yeah, that would make sense. You had Ranganine to deal with, of course. That's right. Otherwise, I'd say you probably would have traded Marshall if it wasn't for Wanganine. That's for sure. But yes, I like that. Yes, McKercher's the round 12 buy. That makes a lot more sense. That's a good way to trade out because Newman had the round 14 buy. So good trade out in the end there. All right. So now let's get a look at the next preview as well, and then we can get into I don't know fantasy team. Can you help? All right. So let's see in your league. Yes, Callum Archu is right up there. He's sitting top 15 at the moment, so he's doing quite well. He's absolutely smashing it. He overtook me a couple of weeks ago, and he hasn't looked back, which is good. So he's doing quite well. I'm like I'm top 100, but he's doing a lot better than I am. I mean, I'm top 700, and he's top 20 pretty much. He's doing a lot better than I am. Uh, hey mate, can you check out my team? Thinking getting in Ison and Jack Ross in. All right, so I'll. What is Wilkie's break even? His break even is quite a big, long bit of a lot. I think pretty sure. Let me look. Wilkie, Wilkie. Break even 138. So I would say just wait a bit. He coming off 108. Yeah, good score, but yeah, he can wait. He'll probably get down to say 850, 900, and then you can get him. He'll probably get another 100 though. Who was the one I was looking at? To look at one of the other teams. I done no fantasy. All right, Mitch's fantasy team. Now let's have a look. Rankings, foes. Have I got you on there? I don't know. No, I don't. How do I get? I don't know. Is it I don't know? I don't know. Which one is it? I've got 3 here. Is it Michael, Andre, or Harry? I don't know fantasy. Which one is that? If he's still around there, Mitchell. Let me have a look. Oh, Mitchell. Let me have a look. Oh, Mitchell's not there. Is it Michael? Are you Michael or which one are you? There's 3 I dones. Is it the top one? Oh, it's the top one. All right, sweet. Oh, yes, sweet. All right, here we go. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let's share this tab instead. All right, let's get to while I do this. I'll get to that. I'll also preview Sunday as well too. So our Sunday games, we've got GD versus Brisbane Lions. Neil averages 103.17 out of 15 tons. McCluggage averages 90.3, 3 out of 11 tons. And Whitfield averages 95.96 out of 12 tons. And for Bulldogs versus Melbourne, Gawn averages 101.4, 11 out of 16 tons, and 10 of the last 11 tons with a 79. Still averages 93.2, 5 out of 10 tons, and Bontempelli averages 100.3, 8 out of 16 tons, 7 of the last tons with a 90 and 99. So 7 of the last 9 tons plus 90 and 99. So I'd say Gawn, Bontempelli, happy one of those. That could be a good sneaky captain option on the Sunday. Your vice captain will probably still a merit if you have a merit. I'd say he'll be pretty good option to vice captain. And then I'm just a bit worried about Dacos. I'm sure they might try and shut him down, Eagles. All right, so that's our Sunday preview as well too. All right, now yes, so all right, let me get to. I need to add this to a file as well too. So I done fantasy. All right, 1988. All right, that was a year my parents got married. Good year. All right, I wasn't around then because obviously my parents had to get married before I was born. That makes a lot of sense. All right, so I will let me have a look. All right, so at the moment, let's who we are looking at this one. I don't know fantasy. So we got $5,000 in the bank. You got a good lot of money in the bank there. You got overall 26,000. You're moving up, hopefully in the right direction. You got McAndrew out, Bunner in, Whitfield out, or Whitfield in. That's Whitfield in. That hurts, especially after what he scored 59. That's not good. You kind of have to probably stick with him now. You've got Gallup still. Got Edwards. Sharp is injured. Anderson will need to go as well. Now let's have a look at this, shall we? You've got a few players not playing. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got 1, 2, 4, 5. You got 5 players not playing. So I probably would fix up your non-playing players. So maybe like you got $5,000 and $6,000 in the bank, so you got plenty of money to use. So what you could do, you could downgrade. Well, I mean, you could trade out Gallup to a rookie, and then you can also upgrade Sharp because he's going to be out for a while. You can upgrade him to a primo midfielder, and that way it will take one of your rookies off. Take Rashesco off the field. Rashesco's still making money, so keep him. And I see what you're doing. You're looping with here, so I suppose you can keep Robertson for now. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Or what you could do to make it a little bit more better, why don't you use Gallup? Can you do Robertson down to Gallup? I mean, Robertson to a defender, get Gallup, and then use Gallup as your emergency one because that will free up more money as well too. Because that's an extra 500,000. You can trade. You could trade him to a decent player now with your 500,000. Now let's have a look at your buy structure. You got no one in defense on the round 12 buy. You've got no one here in the round 12 buy. You've got no one here. You got 1, 2, 3, 4. You've only got 4 on the round 12 buy. So your buys are a good first week of the buy. So that's all good. So I'd say, yeah, just for you, I'd just fix up Robertson, fix up Sharp. Those two, I'd say you could trade them out. You could downgrade Robertson down to like a rookie, and then you can upgrade Sharp to the primo, put him in the midfield. I'd say that will work because your forward line's all fine now, and your defense is all right. And Farah can stay a week more on the field anyway because he's got Richmond this week, so that should work as well too. So that's what I would do for I don't know fantasy. That be for you, Michael. All right. Now, would you trade out Rashesco or Murdoch out first? I would trade. Murdoch has Collingwood and Rashesco has Essendon. Let's see. The thing I like about Rashesco is because he's got the better buy fixture. He's got the buy with he's got a break him at 82, so you could look at either one. But ideally, the good thing about Rashesco is he plays on the Friday, whereas Saturday is when West Coast play. So if you want to do a loophole thing, you could do a loophole with Reschke on the Friday, but that's if you have an option there. If not, then I would just go probably Murdoch out first, just because there's other teams on that buy. If you're heavy on the round 13 buy though, then I would trade out Reshesco first over Murdoch. So Murdoch, however, will probably most likely get the Ford DPP. So if you need him down in the forward line, keep him another week and then just trade Reshesco out. And then round 12, week after, you'll get the DPP. So that will be my answer for that. So you could have a bonus. You could do either way. All right. So oh yes, sorry, yes, Raid mentioned about Murdoch. He was tagging this week, wasn't he? So if he's tagging, then definitely keep Lushesco and trade out Murdoch, because you don't want a team that's playing. Don't want a trader. You don't really want a trader, a tagger, not a trader, a tagger. I'm saying the wrong thing. All right, so let's go to what's our next team? Building sevens. All right, building sevens. Let's go to rankings and building sevens. Foes, building sevens. Have I got you on here already? Building sevens. No, I don't. All right, now let's go and find building sevens. Rankings, building sevens. Building. Uh, nah, mate, this one. All right, building sevens. Here we go. You're a North Melbourne supporter. All right, let me mark as a foe and then share this tab instead. All right, this should be the one. Uh, all right, here we go. Uh, I meant Marshall and Murdoch to Ison and Ross for my team, not Marshall and Blamise. Oh, okay, sorry, yes. So, all right, so which one are you? What team is your? Oh, I'll check yours after this, all right? So I'll go to Houston Rockets after this. So I'm just going in the order of commenters. So we got after this one, it's Join the Revolution, and then it's Houston Rockets. All right, perfect. All right, sweet. So just note when I am in this screen, when I am looking at your team, I can't see the comments, so I'm going back and forward. So hopefully this works. 2K, you got 2K in the bank, top 4,000. That's pretty decent. 2141, you're on the move in the right direction. I like that. You got Bruin out, Smith in, Zooland. It's annoying when Bruin scored well, but the thing is, I look at it as a positive trade out, because he only scored 20 points in the last minute, really, and Bailey Smith absolutely smashed it on 57, which I was surprised about, to be honest, especially how it was such a hard fixture for Smith to get on 57. That was huge. And vice captain, wow, jeepers, that's a huge vice captain score. All right, I like that. Edwards not playing. He must be your looping person. Zane, you can loop him with Zeke there. Williams, what the? Wow, look at that. 141. No way, he scored that much. Jeepers. Wow, that is huge. So, Timu, Baz, and Baz, both Bazes, jeepers, they combined for a whopping 300 points together. Wow, Coot, that's not bad. You got 43. Horn Francis, yeah, there's a few people that got Horn Francis. He's been pretty frustrating, hasn't he? All right, so what you could do, you got 2K in the bank. You could, what's Grill's break even like? 64. He's got Essendon this week, so yeah, you could probably use him as a loop because he's playing Friday night. You can see what he scores Friday night. Farrow, he's playing Richmond, so he's all right. Carroll, he got 101 break even. He's making money again. I can't believe that he's got 100. Wow. Come in. Oh yeah, 35. What's happened to Cumming? He's definitely gone off the ball the last few weeks, that's for sure. After getting those CBAs at the start, he's not doing that well now. Yeah, so I'll look at your buy structure as well too. Have a look. Let's see how many we got. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. You got 9 round 12 buy players. So I'd look at trading your round 12 buy players this week because you've only got 5 more trades left. You've got 2 this week and then 3 next week. So I would look at maybe if you wanted to, you are using Loviston as a loop, but you don't really have too much money in the bank. So I suppose you can't really upgrade your rookies unless you downgrade another rookie as well too. So I would maybe look at downgrading. It's tough. Probably Murdoch, especially after what he was doing with the tag in. You can get rid of Murdoch. What's Dersman's break even? 84. You might be able to do like maybe you could do like get Doveston to a playing rookie and then upgrade Murdoch to a primo mid, or you could do that. Probably won't give you much money actually. Rachesco, maybe go Rachesco down, and then you can go Dersma up, and that will get you to a good decent midfielder. Actually, that could work. But the only thing is, Rachesco's not a round 12 buy. What's your round 12 buys that could be traded out? I don't really like trading out Jason Horne-Francis. Yes, he's scoring rubbish, but what's his break even? 130. Yeah, I suppose you could actually, and that will save. That will actually no, that's actually not bad. Actually, you could do Jason Horne-Francis, and you could do another. Maybe you can do Davison down, and then Horne-Francis up, and then maybe you can try and put him in the midfield. Can we put him in midfield? No, you don't actually have a DPP. That's annoying. If you had a DPP, what you could have done is put him to a midfield as well. But at the moment, I don't mind your forwards. Your Bailey Williams did well. He's going to make bulk cash after that. 22 break even, jeepers. And he's got Collingwood this week, and they got no ruck. Wow. So I'll just look at those players. I would say those ones, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully you can see that. Way too many round 12. So Josh, I reckon Dover. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll do that. And then because I find with your rookies, you don't have enough money to be able to downgrade and upgrade a rookie. You'd have to probably most likely get the Jason Horne-Francis up and a rookie down because yeah, 2K to play with is not as much unless you're after an underpriced player. But the only thing is, when I look at that, you probably want to trade him out in the future as well too. So you probably want to rather trade to a primo straight away, then you don't have to worry about upgrading later on, if that makes sense. Um, now, thanks for the review, Reese. Oh no, that's all good, Mick. Yeah, no, that's all good. All right, where are we up to? Yeah. Join the Fevolution. All right. Have I added you to a foe? No, I got you as a foe. All right. Now let me just check with the join the revolution. Join the. Why is that not working? Join the. Why is that not working here? Ah. Oh, hang on. Maybe I haven't got you on that. Join oh, here we go. I see. I see what I mean. I haven't got you as a foe. Oh no, I got your foe. Well, that's weird. I got you as a foe. Why didn't that not pop up there? All right, here we go. Join the Fevolution. Yeah. Hopefully that sort of makes a bit of sense. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I want SM play up front. I think it's Roby. Yeah. So Roby did quite well as well too. So that was pretty good. So, yeah. So Roby, and then you could get to a forward. I my for Jack Ross is doing quite good. I've had him as well too, so he's not too bad as well as a forward. Um, he's been getting about 100 every week at the moment, and he's in the pure midfield, so he could be like a unique pod if you're looking for someone in the forward line because at the moment the forwards aren't doing too well. But luckily McKerney and Ross, my two forwards at the forward, they're doing quite well at the moment. They've been going hundreds each week almost. All right, let's have a look. Let me just show you my forward line for a second. I need to get to my team. Where's my team gone? Team. I'll click the right one. Here we go. And here's my forward line. There's the Jack Ross. That's the one. Yeah, he's got breaking 80 this week. All right, now let's get back to our join the Fevolution. Here we go. Fevolution. 4,000 overall. That's pretty good. That's decent. 21-16. That's a good score as well this week. Huge score. Got in Whitfield and Bontempelli. Whitfield hurts. Rochelle, yep, good. You got rid of Rochelle. Now let's see. You got decent defense. That's good. I like that. You've got your Smith on field. That was decent as well too. Connor McDonald, he's been frustrating as well the last few weeks. What's he's gone the last few weeks? He's got 47 and a 69 after getting 200s. I don't know what's going on with McDonald. And that was frustrating. Lombard, he's making cash again. Let's have a look at your round 12 buys. Let's count your buys. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've only got 5, so you're good with the round 12 buys. That's actually pretty decent. So you could, what's Anderson's break even? 46. Oh yeah, he's all right. He's still making money. You could have a look at maybe going Vashesco down, Murdoch up. You've still got a few. That Broom was a good hold, I must say. It was pretty shaky. He does have Sydney coming up, so it might be a bit tough for him. He's got break him 91, so but yeah, I'll probably hold him for now. Just this McDonald. Who's he got this week? He's got Adelaide, St Kilda, Bulldogs, Gold Coast. I have no idea what he must be playing in awful spots at the moment to score that low. Let's have a look. Yeah, probably Rachesco, Murdoch, and maybe look at Bruin as well too. You probably want like another midfielder here. I feel your defense is fine, your forward's fine, and this allows you to do the Lombard loop with Robertson. You could do. I know what you could do. You could get rid of Robertson and keep Doverston. Use Doverston as your loops, and then you trade Robertson out because that's an extra 100k, and you've got 33k, so that will make it $133,000, and then you can play with that, and then you can maybe turn Urban Bruin into a ultra primo as well too, or you could just do like an underpriced defender, or underpriced midfielder, I should say, because you've got enough defense at the moment. So yeah, that's what I do. Robertson, and then Murdoch or Rachesco, one of those two, I'd say. All right, Anderson's got Eagles this week, so he should be fine. That's what I'm thinking for your rookies. Now, I think I will do come into Bont and then Rochelle to Roby and get a round 12 by forward off and either play Roby or Cook to get it off. I think I'll do come into Bont and then Rochelle to Roby. Yes, and then Roby to get a yes, that's good because that will allow you to have one less round 12 buy because a lot of the round 12 buys are in the forward lines because you got your Gold Coast, you got your Adelaide, you got your North Melbourne and Port Adelaide, and pretty much everyone's teams have got at least 2 or 3 on the buy in round 12. So that's a good. I like that. That's good. And then also coming to Bont is really good because Cummings been getting 20s and that, whereas Bontempelli's quite consistent for 100 this year as well. And he's only got Sydney coming up probably in that 6 weeks' time. Apart from that, he hasn't got really many tags to worry about, which is good. And it's pretty hard to tag him anyway, apart from Mullen. And obviously, he doesn't play Geelong anymore. All right, so that was Fevolution. What team are we up to next? Houston Rockets. Here we go. Houston Rockets. This is Ben's team now. All right, so let's go to Houston Rockets. I'll go back to rankings. My photos, Houston Rockets. I've got you here. I'm pretty sure. Oh, can't even see. Or maybe I passed it. Houston Rockets. Where's Houston Rockets? I can't even see. I thought I had it. Houston. No, I did. Where are you? Houston Rockets. I'm going to look at rankings, then I'll find you that way. Houston. The Houston Rockets. Oh, Houston Rockets. Which one's that? Let me just. Are you still here? Where's Houston Rockets at? Uh, this doesn't make any. Ben. I can't see Ben there. Oh, I spelled it right. Um, where is Houston? Let me see if he's got the right spelling. If I got the right spelling, I should say. Um, oh, Houston Rockets. Oh, pressed the wrong. It's in foes. All right, let's have a look. Foes. Jeepers, my eyesight just. Oh, Houston. Where is Houston? Oh, here we go. Sorry, I found it. Here we go. You're right. Yeah, my bad. I completely missed it. Here we go. Found it. Yeah, you're the Hawthorn supporter. That's right. All right. So, you got 1924. That's all right. That was actually when my nana was born. She passed away now, but yeah, good year that year. Yeah. Shout out to my nana. All right. Now, definitely a family orientated video tonight, I must say too. So, um, as I said at the start of the show, if anyone is having a go, anyone's people's families, that is off limits. I had people trying to attack my family this weekend, so it was not ideal. So that's my little whinge about fantasy and family difference. All right, sweet. All right, let's get back to Houston Rockets. Here we go. So 25K in the bank. That's you could trade it at Bruin for Degoe, Rochelle to Bontempelli. I like how you traded. That's a great trade, actually. Degoe, really good. Low break even. What's his break even now? 37 break even. He's got West Coast this week, so he's going to go up in the cash again. West Coast Bulldogs, Melbourne, Port, Richmond, Gold Coast, North. He's got a pretty good run up until North Melbourne, so that's pretty decent. The only thing is he may get injured. He does get injured a bit. That's the only concern about him. Bontempelli, that's a good trade in as well, under $1 million. All right, let's have a look. So we have got. Let's have a look. Yeah, actually, that's a good idea. Actually, get the Goey for JFL, and the good thing about the Goey is got around 14 buy as well too. Um, oh, you probably have to double check the round 14 buys how many we have. At the moment, I'm only counting round 12 buys because obviously that's the closest buy. So at least with round 14, you have a few more weeks up your sleeve for that. All right. So Whitfield, Houston, Sinclair, I like that. Sinclair captain. At the moment, your defense, I feel. Oh, okay. I was just looking. These are the score. Yeah, I can't believe it. These primos were scoring like rookies. I was going to say it looked like you had about 5 rookies on the field for a second there, but yeah, these some scoring was rubbish this week with some of these primos. 122, that's pretty decent. 106, Dawson, that's good. Dacos, 102. Sager Smith, 91. Bontempelli, vice captain, that's not bad. But yes, good. You got the ton with 130 there. Anderson on the bench over coming a little bit annoying, but still, at least Anderson's making his cash still. McAndrew's pretty much right to go as well too, so he could also look in at going. Green, yes, Green also frustrating. I got him as well too, and he did absolutely nothing this week. But he's been really good every other week. He's gone, apart from the 42, his lowest score this year has been about 79, so he's 74. So he hasn't scored under 74 up until today. So he's been good. He's been a great pod up until this week. And against the Eagles, you would thought he would have done better than that. He's got Brisbane, Melbourne, St Kilda this week. If if he uh, if it wasn't in the forward line, I probably would be trading him this week as well too, because the forward line you could probably get away with just because the forward line has been that bad this year. It's very hard to find those. This McKerney, he's been really good. I've had him all year as well too. McKerney's a great one. He's always been around that 80 to 100 player. And same with Jack Ross. If you have got, I got Jack Ross, but if you do look at getting Jack Ross, he's quite a good pod as well. Now let's have a look at the buys. All right, so you got around 12 buys. You got one here, one which is Myers, Marshall 2. You've got Butters 3, you've got McAndrew 4, you've got Sheasel 5, Lombard 6. Oh, and you still got Zorko. Oh, I didn't even see me there. Yeah, sorry, you got Zorko. Yes. He's got Breakham Hunt 32. He's getting old. He's 37. If you are, oh, and you got Robertson here as well too. Oh, your round 12 buys aren't too bad actually. I would look at trading Zorko out. You could get a pretty decent. You can get a decent. You can get a decent defender for him actually. Then that way will push one of your defenders off. Although looking at Cumming, he's probably needs to also go. But let's have a look how much money you got in the bank. You've got 25k. So yeah, you could probably go Zorko to a midfielder. That way it will get Cumming off. And then you could also go like a Robertson to, oh no, Marshall. Get Marshall out. Yes, sorry, not Robertson. Do Marshall because he's around 12 by. So yeah, you can go Zorko to a midfielder and then upgrade Marshall to a defender if you got enough money for that. Or if you go Zorko to like say like a $800,000 player, and then you can get Marshall to like a 700k defender that's doing quite well. That could also work as well because that will allow you to get Blamires off. If you want to though, I would, yeah, that's what I would do. Marshall actually. I just, as a Lions supporter, I don't trust Zorko with his age and plus his role, plus he can get rested at times as well too. So that's the only issue I think about Zorko as a Brisbane fan myself. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah. Cheers, footy frenzy. That's all good. West Coast will get more bowl because Murdoch tag. West Coast this week will get more. Yes, exactly. Thanks, Rex. Have an amazing week. Yes, thank you. And same to you as well, Footy Frenzy. Hopefully a much better week this week. I'll be at work all week this week as well, too. So I might not get a pod out this week. I might not be able to do a pod this week for the rest of the week because of the work. Once May's finished, then I have a bit more time up my sleeve, which is good. I do I umpire footy and then also work with campsites and a few other things throughout the week as well too. So that keeps me quite flat out. All right. So thoughts on Murdoch and Marshall out for Ison and Ross? Yes, Jack Ross. I like that. So Jack Ross is pretty good. He's got that round 13 bye. He's a forward midfielder, and you can put him up forward. I've had him on field all year, I should say, and he's always number one in the midfield as well too for Richmond, and plus Richmond got all these injuries, so he's definitely going to stay in the midfield for them. So that's pretty good. And a consistent forward is what you need because the forwards are pretty hopeless this year, and they're always up and down as well too. So I'd say Ross is one of the ones you can trust as a unique if you want to go that way. Because you look at Pickett, he's like everyone wanted to jump on him, and he's got like 73s, he's got 50s, and he's been getting tagged. So even the primos aren't scoring that well, whereas you can get like a Ross who's like 800k and he's going a lot better and he's more consistent as well too. Same with McKerney. I'd say McKerney is the most consistent out of the two. But yeah, Ross is not bad as well too. Could you please where are we at? Have we got, I think we went through all these other ones. All right, sweet. Here we go. Could you please review my team? I'm not in Fosia yet. Team is Ludwig. It like that. I've definitely butchered that name. All right. Let's have a look. Rankings. Ludo. Ludovic. How do you say that? Must be some sort of something. Oh yeah, I've marked you as a foe now. Here we go. All right. All right. GGEU. All right, here we go. Perfect. All right, so 1985 you scored this week. That's not bad. Overall ranking of 9,542. That's pretty good. Ranganine Dersma out for Sinclair Callahan. I like that. Callahan was a bit low this week. I like Sinclair. That's a good score. Oh, ouch. Oh, I see what you did. You got Whitfield as a captain. I tend to somehow play a bit more safe sometimes, and I try and loop 100, even if it's like 105, 110. I just want to be safe. Did you have any donuts? Oh yes, you could have. What you could have done actually, no, you probably couldn't actually. No, you couldn't because you got. I think you might have got stuck. Yes, you probably. I think you got stuck because Robertson. I don't think you could put on the field, could you? Nope. Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I suppose in a way you probably didn't expect Whitfield to score that low either. So I suppose it was a play as well too. All right. Let's see. Let me count your round 12 buys as well. All right. So we got one Blumeyers, two Butters, um, three Vincentini, four McAndrew, five Sheasel, six Rochelle, seven Cook, eight Lombard. So I would say maybe, yeah, I would say you could probably start getting rid of your round 12 buy players because obviously they're coming up in 2 weeks' time. So um, Rochelle has got a break at 89. I like this Philippou. I was looking at Philippou last few weeks actually. I like that. It's pretty decent there. Brune as well. Now, your defense is fine. Your defense is pretty much all primos, so you don't need anyone on defense. Um, your midfield's actually not bad. Just probably Brune and Murdoch were probably the ones I look at. Ashcroft, I find he's up and down a lot, and our fixturing as a Brisbane fan is for fantasy has been hard, easy, hard, easy, hard, easy. So that's why you see. And plus, well, Ashcroft and McCluggage, they're both roller coasters. They can go 120 one week, then they can go 60 the next week. So he can be up and down a little bit. Um, Sheasel, Flanders, Warner. Your forward line's pretty good as well. But obviously, with the round 12 bye coming up, I'll maybe look at getting Rochelle, Robertson as well, and Myers. Probably Myers. You could probably Myers. Maybe what you could do. You could probably bring Myers down to a rookie, cheap rookie, and then you can upgrade Robertson. How's your cash going? 1K in the bank. Oh, up. So yeah, Myers down, Robertson up. But if you want to use him as a loop, then maybe go Rochelle out. Um, Apart from that, you could even use cash on him and downgrade him, but there's probably no point because he's in the ruck anyway. And McAndrew, you could probably also have a look at getting rid of as well too. So I'd say Myers, Robertson, McAndrew, Rochelle will be the ones there, just because of the round 12 buys. Myers, McAndrew, Rochelle, and Vincentini, they're all in the round 12 buys. Robertson's not the round 12 buy, but he's just still got that $500,000 in the back of his bank, so you could also use that as well. So if you need to use that as an extra cash, you could. But yeah, I'd say those four would probably be good to get ready for the round 12 buys, if that makes sense. Crows rookies we picked up last draft. Yes, exactly. Yes. Oh yes, that's right. Yes. What's that guy? Toby guy. He did quite well as well for you. I think it was Toby. Yeah, I think he got 91. So that's actually pretty good as well too. Can you review my team, Bundy Ronk? All right, now let me make sure I've got you as a foe. Yep, I got you as a foe. Bundy as Ronk. That's not right. Oh, Buddy Ronk. Sorry. Why am I don't know what I'm writing out here. Buddy Ronk. There we go. All right, so let's go to share this tab. All right, let me add you as a foe. Got rid of McAndrew, good. Right in, Jake's out, Robert's in. Oh, so a huge jump up there with your trades there. $38,000 in the bank, 31,000. Holy, look at that. Top 100 for the week, 22.99. Well, you should be running this podcast this week, that's for sure. Yeah, top 100 score, that's huge. So whatever you did this week, just do whatever you did. That's what that's my advice after scoring almost 2,300 far out. Good, great score. All right. Yeah, your defense is fine. They scored quite well. Even Brody Ryan bounced back with a 61. That's a decent score. He must break even 3, so that's cheap. He's got a good round 14 bye. Actually, because that other guy got injured from Hawthorn, he's actually quite good. So what you could do is get the Hawthorn guy as well, 230,000. That's pretty cheap as well too. So that's huge. Um, uh, Rochelle up to Bont. Yes, that's a good idea. So you could use Rochelle up to Bont, especially with Bont going at usually been scoring hundreds, even with 1 foot, with 1 leg as well too. Um, so oh yeah, what was I say? Yes. Where are we up to? Yes, Smith and oh yeah, yeah, Smith and Grundy. Look at that. No wonder why you scored that high. Your and Jeepers and Williams far out. Jeepers. If they had a car for a 1 week, then if you'll win the car for round 10 pretty much almost. All right, so let's have a look. Let's have a look at how many buys you got. You got 1 McUrcher. You've got 2 Butters. 3 Streasel, and 4 Lombard, 5 Yulin. Yeah, that's all right. You're around 12 buys of good, so you're all right for that. Um, let's see who could go. Oh, it's hard to say because you all scored quite well and they all made money. So I'd say Rashesco. Oh, I see. Even if you had Cow on the field far out, you could have got 23.50 almost. Jeepers. Wow, imagine that. Cow on the field, you probably would have been top scorer. All right. This week, there's not really anything really that looks bad this week from your team, actually. Your buy structure is fine. Maybe what you could do, maybe what's Euland's break even? Probably look at get rid of Euland because obviously he's got the round 12 buy. Get rid of him, and then get rid of Rashesco. What's your bank? 38,000. Yeah, so that's what I'd do. I would do Euland out and Rashesco out. Um, or you could, if you want, you could go Euland down and then you can go Bruin up to a proper primo midfielder. Um, so that would be my options. Rashesco, because I feel that your forward line is all right. You got McCurney, I like that. That's a good pick. And defense is pretty good because you can use that as your loop. But I just feel that you're lacking that extra primo midfielder. So at the moment, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I would say aim for the midfield. So that I feel that's where you can get a few good points. Your rucks are fine. Your forward, as I say, is fine. Yes, Pickett's up and down, but he's not priority just yet. I would say, yeah, just get a primo midfielder. But I like that score, and that will keep you up going up the rankings as well too, if that makes sense. So if I go to my team, for example, at the moment my midfielder haven't really changed. I've had this change, I have this pretty much all season. I'm frustrated. I'm getting frustrated at Windhager though. He's probably needs to go soon, but he got an 84 for me this week. But what I could do, I could yeah. So I feel that my midfield is pretty decent with the rookies and that, but what I've been doing is trying to push off the rookies off the field each week. Um, and then that's why I've sort of like had I try and have the primos on the field over the rookies, if that makes sense. Well, hopefully that makes sense. Um, uh, Dersma break even is 84. Yes, sorry, yes, and Dersma, sorry, yes. So Dersma as well. Don't forget, Ray just brought up a good point about Dersma. So yes, Dersma break even 84. So you could even look at doing either Murdoch or a Dersma out. I missed the Dersma boat myself. Can you compare my Ross and Ison versus Zorko out trades? What do you mean by that? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Uh, uh, I've got Ross here. Let's see what his break even is. He's got a break even of 80. He's got 101. He's got 869,000. So he's going to go up. He's got Essendon this week, projected at 95. He's got Essendon. He's got Sydney, Brisbane. So these two will be a little tough. So he's got these bye after Sydney. Then he goes North Melbourne, Collingwood, Carlton, Melbourne, Hawthorn, Bulldogs, West Coast, Adelaide, St Kilda, Geelong. So probably the tough ones to come for him will be Brisbane and Sydney. North were tough up until Adelaide played them. And then I'd say Hawthorn and then Geelong. So he's probably got about 4 tough games to come for the rest of the season. But because Richmond are banged up and he's always in the midfield, he's always going to touch the ball. He's going to get tackles. He's going to get hand passes and stuff like that. The only frustrating thing about him, he hand passes too much at the moment. If you can turn those hand passes to kicks, will be a lot better and score more. See, look, this is what I mean. Here we go. Look at this. See, he got kicks here. That's he got 123. But then look at this. He had 23 handballs and 4 kicks. That's he only scored 69 points. But then he goes 8 kicks and 21 handballs. Then he goes 8 kicks and 18 handballs. And then this week he's gone 11 and 12. That evens it up a little bit. So if he can actually, instead of handballing so much, if he can actually kick more, then it will mean that he will score more hundreds, if that makes sense. So, for example, we've got 69 there with 23 handballs. If you could convert that to kicks, that would be a little bit better. But considering he's a forward, and as I say, the forward lines aren't that, it's very hard at the moment to score. That's a good score as a pod. Can you, yes, that's what I mean. Yes, so he's versing Essendon this week, which would be pretty good. Who would you recommend a trade in for Bruin? Yes, so I would have a look at. I know I just did your team, didn't I? If you haven't got Bont, maybe get him. Let's see what's a good midfielder that's coming off a good score. Let's have a look. Actually, prices, midfield, and break even. Goal down. I'd say Judas St Kilda, Bulldogs, they got some good draws. Just have a look before you do it. They are, damn. After the bye, he could be a sneaky option. Anderson. He's been rubbish all year, but then he's coming back. Look, he's gone 192, 115, 118. So maybe after bye, if he's still going well after North Melbourne, you could probably sneaky look at him, but not this week. Obviously, he's got the bye coming up. Let's have a look. What else? I haven't really looked in the midfield for a while. I've sort of just kept. I know these are plodding along. Some of these, my midfield has been up and down, but I've had this same midfield pretty much my whole season, actually. So I haven't really actually touched these midfielders all year. So I haven't really shopped around in the midfield as of yet. To be honest, I probably should actually. Not having Dacos and not having Bailey Smith has hurt. Bailey Smith, what's his break even at the moment? No, that's not right. Bailey Smith. He's got break even 113, so he's got a low break even now. What's he got this week? Sydney, Carlton, Adelaide. And I suppose the reason why they don't really tag him because he butchers the ball half the time and it turns it over anyway. So there's probably no point trying to tag him. That's not too bad. Good option there if you want to go to an Uber Primo. If you want to go to a cheaper one, there's Bont as well. I probably have gone through your team, so you may have already got him. So I apologize if you do already, but I went through about 10 teams already. Now, or any other guys I could get in like a Dow or maybe something for my team. I need a mid or a defender, mate. I just had Ross in because of bye. Oh yes, true, yes. So your defenders, Sinclair has got a good fixture. Bulldogs got a good fixture coming up. Melbourne, Hawthorn's probably got the best fixture coming up. I would look at maybe getting Amon. He's around 14 buy. He's had 400s in a row now. He's patch. I actually was gonna get Amon, but as I say, I was out for the weekend and missed out my trade, so I would have had him. But last week, if you had a look at my podcast last week, I was banging on about Amon. So remember, I said last week Amon was my number one pick. So I'd say Amon will be good as well if you haven't got him. He got 105 last week. He's got 300s in a row before that, and got he's got a good defense fixture. Um, yeah, exactly. Last week was the best to get him because he was under 900k and he's pretty cheap as well. Got a good break even as well. So, um, well, as a Hawks fan, you probably know more than I would actually when it comes to Hawthorn then. Um, but yeah, I suppose like me with Brisbane, I find that Brisbane are the team I watch them all the time, and the players I know the most out of that team, I'd say, and probably same for you for Hawks. So you probably know more about me about Hawks. So um, I was just looking at Amon the last few weeks because he did has been scoring quite well. So I've had him in my draft all season as well, or the last few years in my keeper league, and he does quite well. He started a bit slow because he was coming off an injury, but he's doing quite well now. Um, and that's why last week I predicted McLuggage, he got 52, and I predicted that he was going to score low, and he was 51 last year. So I need a prize for that because considering as a Brisbane fan, I kind of figured out yes he's going to score low. So those that did listen to this podcast last week, not getting McCluggage would have been a win for you guys. There's a lot of people that still went him. I noticed in other places. So kind of want a pod to be honest. Actually got 940k. Yes, defender on mid. Um, oh, Oh, that's a good question, actually. Yeah, you probably want to. Yeah, you want to. What about your Hawth? Yeah, you're a Hawthorn fan. You probably know more than I do. Let me think. There's one I was looking at. What what did he score? Josh Battle, 87. I I probably wouldn't want to get him, but I was just looking at his scores. Um, He scored low earlier in the season, but then he's gone 104, 86, 93, 86, 106, 87. He's, I don't know, like, he's probably quite unique, but he's probably more of that 80 odd player, I'd say. Um, what's another unique one that I was looking at? I was looking at a couple of unique ones last week. Maybe if I could look at, where's a thing where it shows ownership? Here we go. Stat. Oh, here we go. Ownership, and I'll make it, let's say, 800 to 900k, and then we can have a look at our ownerships. And let's make it a defender. Wow, jeepers. Newman is owned by a lot. Let's have a look. Parker. No, he's around 12 by, but he got 95. I like the look at him. He's quite a pod, but he's got around 12 by. Um, It's annoying. All these players got the round 12 bye. Wilmot, he got 110 last week. The only thing about Wilmot, he can be up and down a little bit, as you can see. So he got 57, 110, 134, 68. He goes up, down. So one week he scores well, one week he goes rubbish. I would avoid him, but he's a good draft player. And 900, let's have a look, 900,000. Any unique ones from there? Let's have a look. Callum Wilkie, you probably wait a week on him. He'll probably go down to that 940 mark next week. Amon, as I say, he's 1% owned. MP's 1% owned. And Barry, this is another one that's quite uniquely owned. He's got a decent fixture coming up. He came back just this week, got 92 by the looks of it. So that's actually pretty decent. So if you want unique, probably one of those. They've got good buys as well too. But that would be my uniques I would look at. And for midfield, let's have a look at the midfield. Um, unique. Anderson would be a good unique, but I would wait for him to after the buy. He's got to break him 68. He's quite unique. He must have lost a lot of cash though, because he did start off pretty bad. And let's have a look at the uniques from here. Not really any ones that stand out for me in that price range. Sanders got 102. Wow, that's a lot. Yeah, it's not really any standouts. Brayshaw's gone down in price. What did he score? 90. He's pretty cheap now. Probably cheap for a reason. Bradley Hill, he's been holy crap. 44 he got. Did he get injured? What happened to him today? What's happened? Why did he get 44? He's been look, his lowest score this year was 90. It was 80. And he even got 44. Wow. See, this forward line is so bad this year. I can't believe how bad these forwards are this year. He would have been a good pick as well. Yeah, so Euland is quite good. Actually need Grundy first, then Wilkie and Baz in the next few weeks. Yes, good idea. So that's pretty good. I'm shocked my team ranked 7th this round. Oh, how good is that? So good. Oh yes, Tom Stewart, yes. Noble, yes, I like Noble. So I'm just reading, I just missed all these sorry, I just all missed all these comments here. So Noble, yes. He was quite good last few weeks. It's obviously he's gone up to a bit too much now, plus he's got the bye coming up, so it's a bit hard to get to him. But the last 2 weeks he was playing in Darwin, so he loves playing up there. Tom Stewart, yes, Tom Stewart. What's his price tag? Tom Stewart. He's priced at 746,000. He got 95 this week. Did he go down injured a bit? I thought he went down injured a little bit, so just might wait until Tuesday. I thought he went down sore, so just be careful with that. Unless I was watching I was watching the Brisbane game, but I thought he was a bit sore. I like Wilkie. I'll get him next week. Yeah, so Wilkie never really goes off on the bench, which is good. He always stays on the field, and he always gets that 100 as well too. And he's quite a good, decent pod. I would say with his 138 this week, he's break even. Just wait a week, and then he'll go down lower. He's got that round 16 buy as well, so that helps as well. All right, so I'm gonna probably have to head and finish this pod now because it's almost been an hour and a half, and I've got to get ready for work too. So I've got early work start tomorrow. Well, make sure you give us a follow. As I say, thanks for tonight. At the start, I felt like not doing this after what happened this weekend with all this frustrating people going off abusing the family and stuff like that. So, when it comes to fantasy, focus on fantasy, and if people try and talk about your family, then just block them and trying to not get them affect you. All right. Thanks for all the questions. I hope that your scores go well this week. Hopefully, I won't be able to miss any the lockouts this week. That'll be good. I need to get back up into that top 100 spot. 2 more weeks into the buy, so round 11, then round 12. So this is our last big week before the buys, and then we got another 5 weeks of buys. So make sure you get your buys set up. Look out for your Friday night game, maybe like a Merritt as your vice captain. Pretty good history versus Richmond. And have a look at your trades as well. Make sure you trade at your own trade buy players, players that you can look up to as well too. There's a few pods that we went through as well just then. Keep up the good work, guys. I might not be able to get on this week because I'll be stuck at work this week. I got the physio again with my shoulder on Wednesday. But have a good week this week. Hopefully Lions can bounce back and beat GWS. And hopefully your teams can do quite well. Unless you're a GWS fan, sorry, hopefully we win, but good luck to everyone else with your teams as well. And good luck and have a good week and go Lions.